Welcome, Sagittarius. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today we are doing a romantic relationship reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, beginning of February through the beginning of March. And we will take a look at current situation and the influences around that. Keep in mind this is a collective reading. It may or may not resonate, and you could always check out your other placements, but I'm going to use the lights here today. Give me two more shuffles here. What do our Sagittarius need to know? Well, two more from that. What do our Sagittarius need to know? Okay, let's do this. This is romantic relationships. Okay. Well, overall. Current situation. Six of Wands, past influence, Fool, present influence, Seven of Wands, negative, World, positive, Tower. I think that's okay. Okay. What we don't see, King of Cups, what to watch for, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, unexpected. Queen of Pentacles, challenge. King of Pentacles. That's the same energy. Future influence. Moon and outcome. Eight of Swords. Four of Cups. I'm not going to pull any more after that. Advice. Queen of Swords is your advice. Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like there was some kind of offer here. I'm going to go straight to the Fool, which was your past influence. So this was the energy of the recent past. And so this, like, there was a new beginning. I think you felt kind of giddy about it because I've got the Page of Cups here, who is young, and the Fool, which is young, and it feels good, and it's all the kind of that kind of feeling. And you just went, okay, I'm doing this. I'm so doing this. Whatever it is, it feels like somebody, definitely. This is a love reading, so I do feel like, and with the Page of Cups here, it was kind of fun. It feels romantic, but I don't even think it feels romantic to me, honestly. It feels really fun. It just feels good. Whatever that means to you, right? That could be romantic for some people, but for some people it just, you get along, you're having a good time. It doesn't feel serious yet. The Six of Wands is in the present. Excuse me. This is the situation. You are feeling like, like that. You're feeling like people are noticing you, that this relationship in particular, I feel like they're really recognizing you. It makes you feel good about you. You're kind of on top of the world a little bit, which actually the world is your negative. But in the now too, I think there's a part of you. I don't feel like this is a negative card, but this is an influence right now that's going to probably be over the next couple weeks if it's not right now. You kind of feeling like, well, I got to make sure I look out for me. And it's not big, it's not overwhelming, but it's there. So there's something after that aha moment or that beautiful feeling, as things kind of settle in a little bit, there's a feeling that you need to make sure that you're being taken care of. It's kind of like, this is what I need though. And I got to stand up for this. And I got, so there could be a situation though with this person that you need to actually come up and say, you know what? Let's say you have a family situation, you have to do it, and you're going to stand up for that. Like there's something that you need to stand up for that's going to be a little bit difficult. It is going to be difficult. Now, some people it may be harder than others, so keep an open mind, but forewarned, forearmed is forewarned. So, it's could be, good energies too, but this is definitely a changing. but I think it's reality that's changing, right? It's not when a new relationship starts, there is that wonderful feeling. And that's exactly how it feels. It feels really good because your negative is the world. So there's something here. It's almost like you feel like you don't want it to end, this wonderful feeling, but it is. And it's not okay. So keep in mind, I'm not saying like all the romance is out. It's just that really big high that you get on when you are feeling good about yourself, and when someone reaches out and it makes you feel good. This is that part coming kind of to an end, but you don't want it to, but you kind of see it happening because there is part of you that needs to stick up for something, and so it's going to bust that energy a little bit, or you're afraid it will. Either or. Um, the positive though is the tower. So I feel like it's going to take care of it for you. I feel like the universe is going to change something up that's going to help you through this. This is a strength or a positive energy. And when I see the tower and a positive energy, it means that something's coming in that's going to shake things up, but definitely for the good. And I think definitely to help you here. Because there's a part of you that I don't know what that Seven of Wands is. It's going to be slightly different for everybody, but it really feels like you're nervous about it. Like you don't want it to change that feeling, but it's going to, but I don't want it to. So I feel like this tower is helping you out here. So if something changes, that's kind of, think about that's what it is. And it's like you'll go like, oh, that was good. I don't have to make that decision on my own. I don't have to say anything. It's happening all for me. Thank you, universe. That kind of feeling. And it'll almost feel exactly like that. Um, Definitely. It's cool. It's good. It actually is good because when we're stuck on something and we can't get past it and we're not quite sure what to do, but we don't want to be the bad guy or whatever. And then something happens, and we're like, oh, I don't have to be the bad guy. So I feel like it's really, really very good energy. Honestly, I really do. What you don't see is the King of Cups. I feel like what you don't realize in this situation, and this doesn't necessarily have to be a male, it's not gender, it's the feeling that there is a really mature caring here. Like, so when I see the king and it's cups, so the page reminds me of, that fun love where the king is like, I really care about you and I'm going to, be, it's a mature love. It's a mature caring. They're not going to just be giddy and all of those things. It's more real. And I think you don't realize how real this relationship is. It's still going to go through some struggles here, but we'll see. I do think so. So what to watch for is the Knight of Pentacles. These things are going to happen really slow. We've got the Knight of Pentacles and what to watch for. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and unexpected. And we've got the King of Pentacles and the challenge. All of that tells me that things are definitely moving forward because there's a progression there, but it's slow. However, I think so when I look at the Queen of Pentacles being in the unexpected, this relationship is maturing pretty quickly. So it went from that giddy feeling to pretty mature pretty quickly. I think it has to do with that Tower card. But you've had to okay, it's serious now. It's more committed now. And the challenge with the king is at what point do you really want to be that serious this quick? And that's where you're headed. And that's kind of where the rest of the reading kind of goes, but not bad. It's just, you're headed for a big change in your life. Because I feel like this is going from giddy fun to committed pretty quickly. And it's going to make you put the brakes on it. And I think that's kind of why that Seven of Wands is there too. So there's just something happened and that king, and it's like, do I really want to commit so quickly? But But having the King of Cups there in the what you don't see, this is going to be a lot of love. So the moon is in your future influence. This things will be unclear for a bit. I think in the near future, you're going to feel like you're kind of underwater. The moon casts different shadows, so it's fuzzy. It's like if you're underwater, how you can't really see clearly. That's what this is, and I feel like you see the light, but you don't know how to get to it. That's the feeling I feel like you're going to have over the next few weeks later. I almost feel like it's not a decision card, but I almost feel like it is a decision. And I feel like though you want to see things exactly as they're going to be, but you don't right now, which is very confusing, and it leads to being very stuck because she's got that blindfold on, but she only has the blindfold on in the mirror. She only thinks she's stuck. You only think you don't see because you do see. But I almost feel like you're almost choosing not to, maybe subconsciously. So I'm not like pointing fingers. I'm not doing that. But the Four of Cups is after that. And I think once you take off the blindfold and allow yourself to feel a little bit more free, you'll be kind of wondering if you're making the right choice. And you'll feel kind of like, it's almost like you're going to be a little bit distant in this relationship for a bit. I don't know how long lasting, and I'm not reading any more past that because things change and all of that. So I'm just going to kind of stop it here. But I do feel like once you get into that feeling that it might be super committed, then you're going to feel like, because you're not really seeing things as clearly as you should. And I think that's why the Eight of Swords is in the outcome. And I just feel like you're just going to really have that. You're not sure which way to go. You're stuck, but it's all with that blindfold. It's all because you don't see it clearly. And then then you reach this point where, what do I really want? And I feel like that's kind of what this is. It's just, do I really want that? Maybe I want this. And you're going to kind of feel very, I wouldn't be surprised if I pulled another card and it was like, almost like the Four of Swords or maybe learning something, maybe an Ace of Swords or something, where you'll come to a realization, but you have to go through this process because you have to decide what you really want and is it really worth it? And that's the Four of Cups to me, is where you're going, I really wanted that, but this is what this is ending up being. I feel like you want to keep it at this giddy level, and it's starting to get committed, so it feels like it's lost the punch, even though I don't think it has, because I feel like this person really cares about you, that King of Cups. So the Queen of Swords is in your advice. Stick with your plans. Stick with the idea. She is very intelligent, but she is also, once she has an idea, she stays with it. So being it's in the advice, once you've made that plan, try to stick with it as best as possible. And really allow it to grow. I mean, it's really good. Good stuff. I mean, I think you're fine. It's hard. I'm not going to lie. There's going to be a point where you're going to kind of feel, you probably don't want to hear this, but it's not, I don't think it's bad. I think it's a normal progression of a relationship that switches gears quickly. You kind of have to take a step back and go, that was quick. And then, do I want to move forward? So don't take this as a negative. Take it as a normal. It's actually a very normal progression. So there you have it, Sagittarius. I hope you liked it. Please hit the like button. Give me a comment or two. So it all helps. It really does. So, and it helps me realize that you're either that you're resonating to some degree or another with the reading. Thank you. Take care. Have a beautiful day.